Manchester United, a club synonymous with success and glory, now finds itself at crossroads. With the season reaching its final stage, the Red Devils find themselves in a precarious position. Sitting in 6th place on the points table, United are 6 points behind Tottenham and just 1 point ahead of 7th place Newcastle. It's a tight squeeze in there. We're tackling one of the hottest topics in football currently: Manchester United and its ongoing struggles in the Premier League. While their rivals Manchester City, Arsenal and Liverpool are competing for the Premier League title, United are struggling to even qualify for European competitions next year. From winning the Premier League 5 times between 2003 and 2012 to an abysmal last decade that has seen a severe Premier League trophy drought, United's fall has been the biggest talking point in English football, something that's shocked experts and rival clubs as well. It's not the case of United losing the matches that is upsetting, but their trials against underdogs and failure to hold on to the elite that is adding on to the misery. The entire squad seems to be lacking that killer instinct that defined Manchester United in the past. Defensive lapses, midfield mishaps, and a lack of creativity have all contributed to their downfall. Their recent encounter against Burnley ended in a 1-1 draw. United were leading 1-0 until the last minute of the game, and they gave away a penalty to Burnley, who are 19th in the Premier League points table. This has been United's story all through the season. They've mostly been about to only draw against the teams in the bottom half, and it's not just their failure to hold on to leads that's been the biggest cause of their slump, but their lack of goal-scoring abilities too. This is in comparison with the top 3 there. Just look at the wide gap and the difference over here. They have a goal difference of just 1. That's appalling. This means they have only scored 1 goal more than what they have conceded through this tournament. One name that has been under the spotlight in this regard has been that of Marcus Rashford. Once hailed as one of England's brightest talents, Rashford's form has plummeted significantly this season. His lack of goals and inconsistency in the front of the net has frustrated fans and experts. Rashford has contributed 13 goals across 40 matches this season. The forward has faced a lot of flack for it. It's not just the lack of goals he's blamed for, he's even being called out for lack of intent. So much so that Rashford had to hit back at all the criticism.
When I make a mistake, I'll be the first one to put my hand up and say that I need to do better. But if you ever question my commitment to Man United, that's when I have to speak up. It's like somebody questioning my entire identity and everything I stand for as a man. I grew up here. I've played for this club since I was a boy. My family turned down life-changing money when I was a kid so I could wear this badge.
Given how much criticism Rashford has faced this season, even Erik ten Hag, United's manager, who has had a few run-ins with Rashford, came to his defense.
I have a lot of sympathy for Rashi, of course, and so last year he had a brilliant season. I think the best season in his career. He scored 30 goals, so there you see where he's capable of. And this season, he didn't give the performances, and then people are very critical, and I think we have to back him, and everyone should back him and push him to get back to the levels he was last year.
Ten Hag says Rashford needs to be backed, but according to reports, United are planning to sell him along with other players after the season. And this is where the main problem stems from. While the players certainly hold responsibility for the sorry run, we can't overlook the role of the management in this disaster of a season. Erik ten Hag, once hailed as the savior of Manchester United, is under immense pressure. His tactics are being criticized, his substitutions questioned, and his inability really to inspire consistency in the team has raised serious doubts about his future at the club. Remember, it was Ten Hag who thought Cristiano Ronaldo did not fit into United's scheme of things. And Ronaldo, of course, left the club to prosper in the Saudi League thereafter. It wasn't just Ronaldo that had a fallout with Ten Hag. Sancho had disagreements over Ten Hag's strict, almost dictatorial managerial style. Eventually, Sancho was loaned out to Borussia Dortmund, where he is currently happy playing in the Champions League semi-final. All this while United is grappling with the inability to qualify for the next year's group stage. But these are just some of the blunders Ten Hag has done at United. The team is missing the magic of a manager power. It feels like there are players with individual talent who don't quite know how to function as a team when put together in one room. a key area that Ten Hag and the United management seem to be clueless about. The discontent towards Ten Hag among fans is of course clear, but the board seems hesitant to pull the trigger on yet another managerial change. However, with the prospect of missing out on European competitions looming large, drastic measures may be necessary to salvage what's left of the season and rebuild for the future. Manchester United's woes run deeper than just poor player performance. It's clear that the management's decisions and tactics have also played a significant part in their slump. And with pressure mounting on the top brasses, Manchester United announced more changes to its executive structure. The new era under co-owner Jim Ratcliffe continues to take shape. Interim CEO Patrick Stewart and Chief Financial Officer Cliff Beattie will leave the club at the end of the season. This was confirmed by the club, and Beattie will be replaced by former INEOS Sport CFO Roger Bell. It's worth pointing out here that INEOS Sport is, of course, manned by Ratcliffe, so he clearly is spearheading the changes that he believes will break the slump. Jean-Claude Blanc, CEO of Ratcliffe's INEOS Sport, will take the place of Patrick Stewart until Omar Berrada, of course, takes over later. Clearly, Ratcliffe era is dawning on Manchester United, but with the season almost done and dusted, the Red Devils look far away from claiming their glory days. Can the club really rise from the ashes and reclaim their status among footballing elite? Looks quite difficult.